Wow. Hello, everybody. This is Derek, and with me today is the only man to incorporate raw moose tongue into his normal hiking diet, Carl Mandrioli. Up.
Welcome to the Backpacking Bushers podcast, everybody. Live stream for those that are here on YouTube with us.
And we have a special guest today. Yes.
Yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Calm down.
Today is Derek Smurfley. He's a man who is so afraid to live. He's like a twitchy ship at the bottom of the ocean. I'm sorry, I messed that one up. He's so afraid to go live. He's like a twitchy ship at the bottom of the ocean. He's a nervous wreck.
Wow.
Wow.
And if you notice here, Rouse, it says Carl will mess up less than Derek. That's what he's stating himself as.
You're 0 for 1. I'm 0 for 1.
0 for 1.
With us today also is Derek's daughter, Riley. How's it going?
Hello, I'm Riley.
This is my oldest. She wanted to join the podcast. She has some cliches to share as well. She wanted to jump in there and be part of it today. So I said, you know what? She's a big shot now. She's almost in 7th grade.
Yeah, I'm 12.
She does live theater. I thought, hey, a live show could be good. She actually has a gift for you, Carl, today before we start. I don't know if you're aware of this. She has, do you want to tell them what this is about?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I know I watched one of the episodes of you talking about Bigfoot, Sasquatch, or whatever, and we found him.
We found him.
You found Bigfoot.
She's gonna show him. We got him right here. We got baby Sasquatch right here. And all you gotta do is put him in water, and he's gonna grow 600 times the size he is. So we're gonna give this to you when we see you. And
wait a minute. It's like a little, just for those that are listening, it's like a little mini action figure in an action figure packaging.
Exactly.
Just 600 times. How big is that thing gonna be?
Well, that's the real Sasquatch. You're gonna find out. You know, we solved the riddle. It was pretty easy, right? We solved the riddle. So
just put it in water.
Yeah. So there you go. We're gonna give it to you, buddy. That's for you. Okay.
All right.
Mystery solved.
I don't even know if I don't know if anybody's out there on the YouTubes checking in or anything. We got somebody special who is in charge of that today, so we're gonna bring him in briefly here to introduce him. And here we go. Tupperware Mike, man, how's it going?
There he is. There he is, the legend himself.
Pretty good. And with me today is two men that bickered like a married couple, but insist on sharing a 2-man tent together.
Wow. I didn't know he was going to get in on the action on that. That was good. Mike, solid. That was good. Hilarious. Accurate as well. Accurate.
Yeah. All right. So you're monitoring the kind of the chat. You're going to keep track of the comments and the questions, and we're going to check in with you every little bit, and then you're going to kind of throw them out at us. I can already see that we've got some folks that are in there. Excuse me, we got Nick from Nick's Backcountry Adventures YouTube channel. He says wow at Derek sighting. What do you think that means, Derek?
Wow at Derek sightings. I mean, it's something to look at. You know, it's breathtaking, and I get that.
That's what he means by that. That's exactly what he means.
You know, if I give him the good side, you know, watch out. You know, give him the bad side, trees fall over. So you got to be careful.
There's a good side?
Well, you just got to look for it. You don't see very well, so makes sense.
All right, so Mike, what are you looking for in comments and questions? What's worth throwing out on the show today?
So we're gonna be looking for the good cliches, the good uncle cliches. The topic of the episode is hiking cliches. So when I see those good cliches in the comments, we're gonna bring them out and tell you about them.
Okay, so you want people to participate and share some of their own. They can react to the ones we say, like maybe they don't like the one, or they don't like our feedback. They don't like Derek's feedback specifically. They think Derek's all terrible. Like any of that's okay.
They're gonna love your feedback. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, we're not picking on Riley as much.
He likes picking on me, Ralph. You know, crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
And Mike, at the end, you're gonna chime back in. You got a list of your own. Is that correct?
Yep, I got 5 of my own to go for you.
I can't wait to hear these. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so we'll check in a couple minutes, and then you're gonna keep track of stuff, and we'll see what we got going on here. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So we got our all right. So the title for the episode is 15 cliches, hiking cliches your uncle says that need to die. All right. Derek or Riley, do either of you have like a weird uncle, or an uncle that's always like saying weird stuff or repeating himself, or
we got some uncles. So hiking cliches apparent like relative to the uncle, which didn't really make sense, but we have
not really my uncle now.
No. So I told her just pick any cliches that she can think of that are funny. So
yeah.
Do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
You can.
I'll go first. Okay.
So
So
you're kind of jumping ahead, buddy. Hey, so my question was asking just if you had a weird uncle. I'm not asking about.
I have a weird
cliches,
uncle.
no.
I have
Okay,
two weird
that was the
uncles.
question. Yeah.
You don't have
stay
your
on
uncles are
target here,
pretty
buddy.
cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
My
right.
Okay,
Uncle
so we'll-
Hank, he's a little odd.
Your uncle's a little odd.
My Uncle Hank, yeah.
Oh, he's a little
what
odd.
makes Uncle Hank odd, Riley?
Yeah, why is he odd?
I don't know. He just makes like weird jokes out of the random.
That's
Weird-
what we're talking about.
Oh,
That
that's
type
good
of
stuff.
uncle is the same type that's going to have these cliches that we're talking about. All right.
That's good
Yeah.
Before
stuff.
we jump in, we got a Bible verse, Proverbs 22:6.
Okay.
Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So, Derek, is part of training up a child filling their head
Oh.
with ridiculous cliches?
Well, you just cut out, so I didn't hear all that. Why don't you say it again for the live audience?
Okay. Is training
me.
a child filling their head with ridiculous cliches?
Is training a child filling their head with ridiculous cliches? I think part of that is training. I think a part of it is getting them used to the ridicularity of the world and people like you, and just ready for all circumstances. So I'm gonna say it's like 20%, 10 to 20% of training. What would you say, Rouse? Is that pretty accurate? Filling your head with cliches?
No, I don't know.
No.
Maybe. I mean, I guess it's good to have funny things in your life.
See, verified right there. Verified.
Okay. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
What about
All right,
you? Do
what
you
got? What do you
Oh,
say,
you want me to
Derek?
go first now? Okay. You're not going to say if you train your kids with cliches.
Dude, I'm anti-cliche. That's why this episode is like prime time
He's
for me. I'm not.
anti-cliche. Are you
cliche
kidding
guy.
me? This cliche guy. I heard somebody say this to me. This applies on the trail as well. When somebody says to you, someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed or the sleeping pad this morning, and you're a little grumpy grump, and you're a little staunchy. Nobody wants to be around that in the morning until. And I think Mr. Carl be a little staunch on the wrong side of the sleeping mat because he's like, "Where's my coffee? I need something to drink."
Where's my
A lot of
coffee? I don't even
people-
drink coffee.
You don't drink coffee, but some of our hiking buddies do drink coffee, and they get a little staunchy in the morning, and they're like, and when you go over there and bang on their tent and yell, they don't want to hear about it. So,
So are you the person who says that, or you think this is a cliche that should die?
I think this is one that should die because every time you hear it, every time I heard this growing up, it was more like it just puts you in a worse mood than you're already in. Like I didn't know I was on the wrong side. Now you're telling me I'm on the wrong side.
Like,
Yeah,
you
you've told
look
me
like you're in a
that.
bad mood or you're grumpy. That does put you in a worse mood, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like yeah, you know what I mean. It's like when somebody says don't look down, you're gonna look down. Same thing.
Yeah. Well, I think it's okay, and maybe you're just misunderstood you. Like, oh, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, but you really didn't.
What if I woke you up tomorrow morning and said, "Oh, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed"? What'd you think?
I would think, I don't think so.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
She's just gonna ignore
I
it,
think-
and I like it for that.
I would twist it to the positive for Derek. I would say, like, typically it's going to be the wrong side of the bed, so we don't need to acknowledge that. I would just say, like, hey, if you ever wake up and you're actually in a good mood, let's acknowledge that. You woke up on the right side of the
Wow.
bed today, Derek.
Wow.
How's that?
Okay.
How's that?
That's a little twisted, but I see your logic there. It's a little elementary, but
Excuse me.
we'll go with it. Your
Okay.
excuse.
No,
All right.
just
So
laughed.
I think that's like in the same vein as like somebody's got the case of the Mondays, right? That's the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear somebody say that. That's kind of along those lines. All right.
Yeah. What do you got? What's yours? What's your first one?
Okay, first one. I'll start easy. I'm gonna go
That'll
with
be good.
cotton kills.
Cotton kills.
Yeah, that's a hiking cliche. Like, you wear cotton, it will kill you. It will murder you. If you wear any cotton anywhere on your body, you're dead.
Let me ask you a question.
You did.
Because you wore cotton socks on a trip. That was intense.
Wait, say that again, Riley.
Okay.
You did.
That's a little extreme. You wore cotton socks on a trip with a challenge, and you seemed fine. You wore some cotton. So I don't know. Is this accurate, or is this kind of just annoying for you to hear this? Like, who says this that you know?
I think that if you put yourself in bad situations where you don't have extra clothes, or where you have one layer, you're getting soaked, like your clothing's soaked, temperature's dropping, I think there's definitely a situation where you can be in a bad way. Generally speaking, I wear cotton shirts on all backpacking trips, in all
Correct.
climates, and all
Correct.
altitudes. I have not had a problem. It's more comfortable. It's less stinky. And I just think that it's overstated is my point.
So if I said to you, you know, you got another cotton shirt, cotton kills. What are you gonna? You're just gonna roll your eyes and walk on, or what are you gonna do?
I'll probably reprimand you.
You gonna reprimand me in front of the whole group? Nice.
Yeah, and strangers if they're there.
Okay, and if strangers are there, you see that? Wow.
Yeah.
You might even slap
Okay.
my hand if I'm lucky, Ross. All right.
Slap your
All right.
hand.
Yeah.
Let's bring Mike back in here.
What do you got, Mike?
So
What do you got?
Mike. I'm just kind of like I can't multitask. I just see over on the right side. I see there's a lot of comments. I see a lot of folks are in there. You want to give anybody a shout out? Anybody you recognize from the list here?
Yeah, besides Nick's backcountry, we got Doug Marks. He helped you out with that
Nice.
the Red
Go,
Peak
Doug.
Pass.
That
Fastest
kid.
known time.
Yep.
And then J3 Hikes, I'm gonna throw this one up on the screen. He says, hike your own hike drives me nuts.
Hike your own.
That's on my list. That's on my list. We'll talk
no.
about that one.
Yes.
Get back to that one. Yeah.
All right, we'll come back to that
And
one.
then, 12 Stone Adventures. Yes.
Mm.
Yep.
That's like a big time YouTube channel right there. Okay.
And then Nick's backcountry adventure, he says, it's about the adventure, not the destination. What do you guys think of that one?
Oh, the
I got that on my
adventure.
list too.
No.
I like that one too.
You like that one?
So we'll
All
talk
right,
about that
maybe
one as
we'll-
well.
That's what, that one I don't mind that much. I don't really mind that
I
much.
feel like it's a good one.
It is a good
We'll
one. So
talk
true.
about that one. That's
We're
so
talking
funny.
about
Okay. And then we got Pastor Mike is in the list. And Pastor Mike's here
Ooh,
from
Pastor
Michigan.
Nice.
Yeah. I
Nice.
think another YouTube channel. I don't even know how you pronounce it, but I've seen him on my feed. Wallowa Hikes. So
Okay.
But- yeah, but I think he's more excited about Tupperware Mike. So there you go.
I mean, who isn't though, right? Who isn't?
Any other ones worth noting so far?
How about Mrs. Tupperware? She jumped on the live show.
Oh, did she?
She
Yeah?
is here with
Okay.
us.
What's up, Jennifer?
She does not want to be called that. She wants to be called Jen Deanna, correct?
Indiana, that's right.
Indiana.
All right.
It's her
Indiana.
trail name.
All right. Okay. Thanks, Mike. We're checking in a couple minutes and we'll react to so I'll bring those ones up here next to my
Okay.
list. All right.
Okay.
All right. Derek Riley, what you got? What's next?
I'm gonna go with one. Do you want to do one? What are you
Yeah, I'll
doing?
do one.
Do you want to do one? You want to do this one? Or you start-
Be prepared, Derek. Come on,
or you
man.
want to do this one? I'm prepared.
Make it
Give her
happen.
an option.
I'll do
Don't be that guy.
3.
Okay, go for it.
In a jiggy.
Jiffy. In a
Ji-
jiffy.
Jiffy.
I like In a Jiggy better. That one's good.
In a jiggy.
I said jiff.
In a jiffy. It's like the time cliches. All the time cliches, right? When you hear, how often you hear somebody we know, I won't name names, but they say like, I'll be back in a jiffy. I'll be real quick.
I'll be right back.
What does that remind? Is that ever true?
I mean, sometimes.
You're not helping me. All
Yeah,
right.
I mean, that's just me.
That's just you.
Yes.
I think sometimes on the trail we'll be walking along and you'll see, this kind of goes into my next one, which I won't say yet, but a lot of times people allude to something being quick or in a jiffy. Yeah, we're going to be there in a jiffy. We're almost there. And then it's like never really that accurate. It's
Right.
always
Yeah.
like way further than you think. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's
remember-
true. Go ahead, Riley.
Oh yeah. I remember I was in the car with my sister and my mom. She said I'll be right back. Just gonna get some food, and it took a while because she was in line for a
Right.
while.
wow.
Okay.
And that's annoying. Right. This is what I have to do. I have to wait for Carl in the morning. He's like, I'll be ready in a jiffy. 30 minutes later, there I am standing with my pack by the trailhead. So
Yeah, that's real.
It's
So
so
I think
it's
that where
annoying.
this is most relevant to trail stuff, at least from my experience, is when you're waiting for somebody to arrive at the trailhead and they're on the phone. They're like, oh yeah, I'm almost there. 5 minutes out, 4 minutes out, 3 minutes out, but really like 20, 30 minutes out. They're not even close. So
Right.
Mhm.
yeah. All right.
what do
Let's
you
go
got?
with hike your own hike. Somebody brought that one up.
Hike your own hike.
And hike your own hike is, I feel like it's in the same vein as like you be you, kind of you do your thing. And I feel like what that really means is that I've got my own thing going on. I don't really care what you do. I'm going to do my thing. You make it, you don't make it, you be you. I don't really care because I'm a little self-focused. I'm going to allow you to be self-focused. It sounds like I'm being compassionate, empathetic, but really I'm not. I just don't really care kind of what you got going on over there. And so I feel like it's, I don't know, when we go in groups, I really care about everybody. I want everybody to succeed. And so I don't want people to hike their own hike. I want to hike together. I
I know
want
you
to
do.
be unified. I want to have camaraderie. I want to have conversation. What do you think?
I feel like this quote in particular is the most narcissistic quote of the cliches.
Correct.
And it makes me, depending on how somebody says it, This is the caveat. Like if somebody says it a certain way, I kind of want to just slap them in the face. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, why are you so selfish right now? This is a group effort. If you want to hike your own hike, go hike by yourself and do your own thing. But this is a group. This is a group effort, right?
Look at you with the green pen.
Look at me with the green pen, right? I'm a big deal over here. So thanks for your judgy eyes. Thanks, daughter.
Sorry.
Okay, appreciate it.
Look at you with the green pen.
What?
You with the green pen. I thought you were on today. I was like, I'm gonna get the green pen out today. You know,
Yeah.
just for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. That one seems kind of selfish. I agree with you on that one.
My favorite
sure.
color is
Okay.
green, by the way.
Yes, thank you.
I think the best part is not. I don't even want to hear Riley's answers. I just want her side commentary about anything you got going on, Derek. That's
Probably what she'll do anyway. She's just gonna make ridiculous inputs on what I.
She's like, by the way,
say.
I
green's
know
my favorite
my
color.
answer.
It's my favorite color.
That's
It's
right.
FYI.
All right. It's my
All right.
turn.
So the other one that was brought up was it's the journey, not the destination. That's a cliche that needs to die because guess what, folks? It's both.
Uh-huh.
All right. If you have an awesome journey and your destination is a stinky dumpster, then that's going to wreck the awesome journey. Like you don't appreciate the journey as much if you're going someplace terrible. If you've got a great ending spot, you appreciate the effort that it took to get there in the meantime. So I think it's both. It's not the journey and the destination. So Uncle, enough of that.
That's a weird example. A journey to a dumpster. Where are we getting that? Is that just you just made that up?
Yeah.
You know, what if you're going through the Grand Canyon on the way to the dumpster? I'm going to enjoy that journey. So
Right.
I don't really mind it that much. That one I don't really mind that much. I mean, you can kill it if you want, but
I want to kill it.
it doesn't make me want to slap anybody.
I would.
You would what?
Okay.
Like if you're on your way to like the dumpster or like the garbage.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't say so unless it's in a pretty place.
What if it's a pretty place dumpster?
Like what if
Yeah,
what if they
but
put
if,
the dumpster in a
if
pretty
it's
place?
not, then I wouldn't.
It's like, do they have dumpsters at Yosemite National Park?
Probably.
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe. So there you go.
Maybe you don't even know.
Maybe we got to get Carl more optimistic. Well, that was more sarcasm because they do. So, but yeah, I'm not. I like that one still.
All right.
Maybe ask me in a couple
Give
years.
us one more, then we'll check with Mike. What you got?
All right, let's do this. I'm gonna go with the old school. You know, when you're on the trail and you're walking around, you ask somebody like, "Hey, how much further is it?" And they're like, "It's like a mile and a half, or like it's like 15 minutes, or it's like they give you some like general kind of like distance that's not accurate ever, and then you end up walking way further, and it's annoying because you get your hopes up, right? You get your hopes up. I'm like, oh, another mile and a
The
half.
mile and a half. That's the cliche. That's the one that everybody.
That's the
says.
cliche.
Yeah.
Yeah, mile and a half, exactly.
Yeah. But I think that now people have acknowledged that that's a cliche and that it's fake. That now it's like a joke. So anytime we ask that, they're not really being authentic when they're saying that. I think it's just a joke. So I actually don't mind that one as much.
Well, there we differ.
Well, I mean,
How do you feel
when
about
I'm in the car, like my dad here, he like told me the other day when we were going to the flower fields. Actually, if any of you know in
Carl's bad
Carl's
flower
bad.
fields. That's where we're going. Yep.
He said like, "Oh, we're just like a mile away," which was pretty accurate. So.
But then I got lost, and then I wasn't.
Well, no, that was before you. After he got lost.
Oh, you were being nice.
Or,
Thanks.
yeah, after he got
She
lost.
just undid your cliche. She just said, you know what? Actually, when Dad said it, it was accurate.
Dad, you're amazing. And then I like shot myself in the foot and said I got lost. We Googled the flower fields and it took us to the flower field apartments. So anyway, Mike, what do you got? Let's move on.
The flower fields.
So-
wait. I want to know more about the flower fields. What's the flower fields?
Well, I didn't. The flower fields are an actual place in Carlsbad, California. We can go and they have like tractor rides. It's this huge thing. Blah blah blah. All this fun stuff to do.
And you went to an apartment
But I
complex?
didn't. On the ticket it just says flower fields. I'm like, there's only one flower fields. It's like right by the. So I just put it in the Google thing. I was like flower fields, and it took me over to these apartments called the Flower Field Apartments. And I was like,
Oh,
Did you
no.
knock on any doors? Like asking?
I should have asked for technology devices like you would. No, I did not do that. So we turned around. I felt like not that bright, and you were sweet, Riles, to say that. That never happened. But
And
okay.
when you got to the
Well, no, I
apartments, you were
didn't
only
say
about a
that.
mile and a half out, right?
we thought about renting, and then we went to the leasing office. It was too pricey, so we left.
Okay.
Right?
Hilarious.
What do we got, Mike?
Flower field apartments were too pricey. Well,
Exactly.
we got Jen Deanna's agreeing with you. Mile and a half. Ugh, she says. And then forgive me if I
Exactly.
pronounce this name wrong, but Jamie Carter says the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Oh, that one. Yes, I agree. Throw it
That's
out.
not on my list, but that's a great answer.
That is a great. That's a great one. The
And then we
journey of
got-
1,000 miles begins with a single. I just have this like weird heavenly voice in my ear that just
Sounds like
okay. That's
sounds like
creepy.
I like being creepy.
Yeah, maybe not the creepy voices on the podcast though.
sounds like a
but,
song
for-
title.
Yeah, I know, right?
If it's not raining, you're not training.
If it's not raining, you're not training. What do you think about
I've
that?
heard that one, but that's
It's
actually
weird.
kinda
It's
like
weird.
that one.
That's a weird one.
Yeah.
How
That
about
seems like a football one. Is that from Rocky?
J3 hikes?
Okay.
Smiles over miles.
Oh,
Miles over miles.
I get what you
Pretty
call
good.
stupid chills when I hear that one, and the stupid chills go right down my spine.
Yeah, that one's pathetic.
That was pathetic. Exactly.
Wow.
That's harsh, but fair. Harsh, but fair.
Sorry.
And I don't know if this is on either of your lists, but this is one of my personal favorites too.
Okay.
You're almost there from a hiker that's coming down the hill as you're going up a steep incline.
We kind of just touched on
Oh
that.
my
yes.
We kind of just
We
touched
talked
on
about
that
that
one.
one before.
Yeah,
That one's a
yeah.
liar. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's a cliche. They're just lying. They're
You're
just, like,
almost
lying.
there. You like it?
Yeah.
Are there any other questions or comments besides cliches that's worth noting?
Not yet. We got Jason from Oregon checking in. Dumpsters could be a hiker trash oasis.
Exactly. Back. You're the garage sale king, Carl. Why are you getting all bashing the
That's true.
dumpsters?
That's true. I could go dumpster diving. You're
Leave
right.
it to the B&B family to figure that one out. Nice job.
Then we got
Yeah.
Mike McCrum. It's all downhill from here.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
definitely one of the
Great one.
top.
I see Jason from Oregon said, careful of Carl's reprimand. As a teacher, trekking poles are his yardstick.
Derek can appreciate that one.
I can appreciate that one. I broke a trekking pole on the last.
Wait, is the
trip
rowdy
down
hiker checking in from Tasmania? Is that the rowdy hiker from Tasmania?
I don't know.
Trick fatigue? I think that's him. Anyway, we got Nathan from Wisconsin. I'm just like kind of cycling through here. Anybody else I missed?
That's all I see right now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Hit us up in a
Okay,
bit.
We'll check in a couple minutes. We got a couple more. All right.
We got a couple more.
And then
Is it my, is
Mike,
it is
yours
it
ready, man?
Okay.
is it we got a couple more. I'll give you one. Do you want to
Okay.
why don't you do this one?
Me?
This isn't really a backpacking one, but this is one that applies that Rouse wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Okay.
Time heals all wounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why does that remind you? What does that remind you of?
I'm gonna say. Actually, yeah, no, just one. I'm good. When my dad was at Disneyland when he was how old?
I was 5 years old.
Well, you were 5.
Mm-hmm.
So he was by the fire station.
Fire
thing,
station at Disneyland.
And Chippendale. Actually, no. First he trips over a curb.
Tripped on a curb, skinned my knee.
Skin your
Wow.
knee, and then Chippendale come over and start laughing at him.
They started laughing and pointing while I was crying, shedding heaps and heaps of tears, skin, bloody knee, and they came over. And not only did they laugh at me, Ralph, they pointed at me. So time does not heal all wounds. Time does not heal all wounds, does it? I'm a little bitter about that still.
And then he never really let go. I think he's still really mad at Chippendale.
Yeah.
So angry. I'm so angry.
Well, first of all, and it doesn't help, right, that you're bringing the story up because now you're just kind of poking the bear with that, in the wound there. But
thanks,
Riley, when Derek fell down and got really angry, did he smash his trekking poles, his like walking sticks?
It's hilarious.
In like rage?
Yes, at 5 years old, I carried trekking poles to Disneyland, Carl. I had 2 of them, and I smashed them.
All right.
Yeah, no,
I
he
believe
didn't.
He's teasing me because on the last trip, I broke both of my trekking poles.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, I told you about that. Let's
Okay.
not talk about that.
Oh, you don't want to talk about that, but you want to talk about the other thing.
Yes, correct.
All right. I got one for you guys. All right.
Yeah, what do
Next
you
one
got?
is on my list. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
That seems like it almost feels like you, I know you didn't, but it feels like you would come up with that. Like that's something I could see you coming up with.
That's a cliche. That's not what
I
came up
know,
with.
but it just seems to fit you perfectly.
Incorrect. I don't
Yeah.
want to overpack and double pack everything. Like, you know, if my sleeping pad fails on me, I'd rather have a second one just in case, because you never know if it's going to fly out of a trailer or whatever. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Like you could go to the nth degree on that and way overpack. We're not going on some sort of military mission. It's a backpacking trip. So you pair it.
Why don't you say it? Why don't you just say it for us one more time? Just say the cliche. Yeah, just say it. Hey.
I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Right. That might not apply to you, but I could see, like, when you say that, something resonates in me. That just makes me feel like that you came up with that. Like that's a Carl. It sounds like Carl.
So this is a cliche. I want to die. And you're saying, actually, you probably came up with something like that.
Yeah, I could see you coming because it's so bad. It's
not
so cliche. It's something you. I mean, if we're associating it with your opening pun jokes, I mean, this is something that's so bad it would just.
It's not a joke. It's a cliche. It's not even the same.
I know.
Thing.
This is up your alley, though. I don't think you're really picking up.
Not even the same thing.
That's okay. It's not the same. He doesn't get what I'm saying. That's why we say the word associated, or else you don't really get it. That's okay. Let's keep moving. You know what?
I got one more. I
got
a couple more. Do you guys have any more on your list?
I got one more. You want to do one more? I'll just do one more. This is one that I've heard on the trail when something went wrong. This is something I heard growing up, and it was "Don't cry over spilled milk." Like something went wrong on the trail. Somebody got lost, or some gear. Yeah. I think the gear broke. And somebody who was kind of like that personality of like, listen, guys, don't cry over spilled milk. We got to keep going. This is what we need to do. Kind of like that. Said that on the trail, and it just always rubbed me the wrong way. And I think there was one story where my mom said it to my dad, and my dad actually had a gallon of milk. He was making some cereal. So she said it, and he actually just took the whole gallon of milk and just poured it out on the floor. While keeping eye contact.
You never told me that.
I never told you that story?
No.
I thought that was so funny. I'm like, when you hear it too many times, you're just like, you know what? I'm gonna spill the milk. Yeah. I don't care anymore. I'm gonna spill it.
Okay.
So
you get two stories about crying where you're involved, Derek, in this single episode.
It was a tragic, traumatic past. That's all I can say. Okay, well, and here I am.
And you made it through somehow. Okay.
Well, I got
don't cry over spilt milk. I think that's more like adults to kids. I don't know if that's like general. Somebody said that to you on the trail, really? On the trail. At campsite. And I'm like, A, this does not apply. And B, you sound foolish. And C, you kind of just want to get away from that person. You know what I mean? Yeah. This was on a bachelor hiking trip to Hetch Hetchy. Oh, this is the one where you wrecked the trip because you didn't plan it. I wrecked the trip? Why did I wreck the trip? Somebody had a bum knee. We had to turn around over 3 miles, and they wanted a glamp instead of camp. So this is probably like third best story you've got behind all time. Like how you got your backpack and the trailer. He likes to rank all my stories. Third best isn't bad though. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's good. Okay. All right, give us another one. All right, I got a general. Like, okay, I'll do one. I got two more. Right. One is just put one foot in front of the other. Just put one foot in front of the other, and you're gonna get there. That reminds me of the whole like kind of similar to like baby steps. You know, like when somebody's tired, when somebody's struggling on the trail, and you've heard him say this. I think you might have said this to me on my death march. Come on, dude, just one foot in front of the other. Just keep going. I don't think I said that. I would never. You didn't say that to me? I feel like you would have. It doesn't apply to people that are like wiped out and exhausted. All they want to do is sit down or lay down or like fall asleep and collapse. All I got to do is just do one more foot. No. They don't even want to move at all. They just want to sit there, right? So is this more for like somebody who's injured and they got to make it to camp, or got to make it out? Kind of just knock it out one step at a time. It's an encouraging thought, so it's hard to kind of bash this one. This one isn't that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's a cliche, and it's not acknowledging the fact that people can't continue to move. They're wiped out. They're tired. They have the fitness level of Derek. Like, it's just not possible. The fitness level of Derek. Wow. So, Roz, if I say this to you sometimes, I'm like, all right, baby steps, just keep going. We got this, baby steps. Does that ever annoy you? Where you like want to run me over with the wheelchair? No, I wouldn't say, I just like, you just say, come on, just keep going. You're almost there. Okay. And I'm like, I'm just tired with my hand. That's true. Sometimes she gets tired. So that's not too bad. You don't want to run me over. That's good. Yeah. I don't want to run you over. Well, so I don't know if we need to. I don't know if strength too.
You could run me over that chair. I don't think we need to.
I would say like I don't have a straight to if I'm tired.
Oh, that's true. I don't think we need to kill that one necessarily.
Okay.
But it is cliche for sure.
I'm gonna kill it. All right. Mike checking in, man. We got some new folks in there. We got Jerry from Oregon. Who else we got in here?
Yeah, Jerry checking in. He says 2 is 1 and 1 is none.
Yeah, that's along the same lines as the one I was sharing earlier, I think, right?
That reminds me of the whole a bird in his, what is it, 2 in the bush or 2? What's the bird in the bush?
2 in the bush or something.
1 in the hand, 2 in the bush. I don't know. Something with birds and bushes.
That's hilarious.
And then we got a friend.
Go ahead.
We got a friend of Max's checking in with us, the Gorilla Bros.
2 birds in 1 stone.
Hey Logan, welcome. And yeah, Max is my son, and he must have subscribed, which is super nice of him. Thank you.
Way to go, Max.
Yeah.
And then we got Walla Walla Hikes is asking, still planning on the Trinity Alps this year?
Are we?
Okay,
Are you?
We actually got a question. I think is our first question.
It is.
That would appear that way, Carl. Way to follow along.
Yeah.
It's good.
I'll answer.
You'll answer? Are you going to the Trinity Alps this year?
No.
Okay. We're not. Are you going, Carl?
Mike and I are in process talking about it. We've got, I think right now we unofficially have like the middle weekend of September carved out for that. And then, but we haven't officially thrown it out on our Patreon yet for our second Patreon trip. Just 2 weeks ago, we finished our first big Patreon trip, and that was a circus. It was awesome, but it was a circus. So I'm still recovering from that, but we'll get the information out. I'm hoping in the next week or so. So thanks for asking about that.
Okay. Good question.
Yeah. All right. Welcome to Nathan and to Matt as well. I see you guys popping in here. So, all right. Let's see. I got one more, and then we'll just leave Mike in here. And Mike, let's hear a couple of yours here. So this one, I think generally it's like a life one, but I think it definitely relates to hiking and the hiking world. It can relate to really anything. But when people say, specifically when the crazy uncles say, you can do anything you put your mind to.
Oh, you hate this one. I can tell.
I think that's a cliche that needs to die because
you hate this
one.
I can tell.
Folks. If we
talked about this
very hard and consume my life with a sub 4 minute mile,
here we go.
It's just not going to happen. It's not happening. Folks.
I think you're the bitter old man already, but that is somewhat true.
Yeah. There's
is it applying to the world of like realism though in some degree? Like it's not gonna be like if you put your mind to it, you could fly with no wings. You know, obviously not possible. Are we talking about the world of reality or no? Because you seem like a sub 4 minute.
Let's say that I get in my head, I really want to be a doctor, and I'm gonna put my mind to. I'm gonna study. I'm going to save up money. I'm going to go to medical school. You don't want me to be your doctor. I'd be a terrible doctor. I don't have the capacity for that. So I don't even think I'd make it. I think I could try my best and I would fail all their tests. I'd fail all their, whatever.
That's
trials.
accurate.
I don't even know what that do.
That's accurate. So. You don't think is he smart enough to be a doctor, Rouse?
Well, no, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying like.
Ouch.
I'm just saying like, even if he were and he studied hard, then like why wouldn't people trust you?
Oh, good. Right. Yeah, why wouldn't they trust you,
I don't have
Carl?
the mental capacity to diagnose 50 million different things on the spot and then determine life or death situations. I'm not that guy.
A child here wants to trust you, and you're saying, "Don't trust me." Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah, don't trust me.
Correct. Okay.
Correct.
So yeah, I don't know if he would have made it from day one, even if he started studying from day one. Some people start wired that way.
Not gonna happen.
No? Okay.
Tupperware Mike, give us a cliche, buddy.
All right.
Yeah, what do you got, Mike?
You guys have given me too much responsibility. I haven't been able to keep up with your cliches, but how about this one?
Okay.
You don't need a footprint for that expensive tent. That is a cliche.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's not a cliche. That's what
Carl
Derek
thought mine were bad. I kind of like that one actually.
That makes no sense.
Well, a footprint is like even my own daughter's confused now. So a footprint is like you have a tent, right? And a footprint is like essentially like an extra kind of like sheet type material you put under the tent so you don't rip your tent. And Mr. Carl like hates these things with a passion, so we never bring them. So we always joke about it. So I see where you're going with that one, Mike.
Okay.
Maybe he's just trying to touch Carl's buttons a little bit. which
It's a
maybe
little bit of a joke, Riley. How about this? The true one is no pain, no gain. Time to conquer those peaks. Kind of going along with something
no
you guys
pain,
said
no
earlier.
gain.
Oh yeah.
No pain, no gain is definitely
No
one.
pain, no gain.
That's
Yeah.
like half
pain,
true,
no-
right? Like you
It's like
gotta
half true.
go through physical muscle building pain, but if you're breaking your joints, you're probably not gonna be gaining much.
Like I tweaked that one a little bit. I think it was Bruce Lee or something that said pain is just weakness leaving the body. So Carl has a
totally.
lot. Carl has a lot of weakness leaving his body
You
every trip.
always say that.
I do?
Yeah, you always say that.
Oh, I
to
do
me.
say that to you. That's true. She's probably sick of it. I don't
All
blame her.
right. Walla Walla Hikes, he's going along with me. You can use Buff's and Nalgene's bottle if you put your mind to it, Carl.
See?
Yes.
Great quote. Great
Yes.
quote.
All right, I think here's what I'm gonna do is on one of these trips, maybe on that Trinity Alps trip, I'm gonna bring all these things that I think are terrible, that aren't worth bringing. I'm gonna bring the Nalgenes, the footprints, the
carabiners?
carabiners, the buffs,
Oh,
all the
just
terrible
bring it all.
gear. I'll bring whatever, and then we'll see if it makes a difference. Like, did I enjoy my hike more?
Exactly.
You're not. Because if you bring one or two, maybe we could find a way to make you enjoy it. I think I could manipulate you to enjoy it. But if you bring them all, I don't have a shot,
Right.
So
Right.
just
All right.
saying.
We
That
got
was
a
good, Mike.
new-
Nice.
we got a new listener, Spencer Davis.
What's up,
First live
Spencer?
stream. Love the podcast, guys. New listener. Carl, can't wait for the live stream with JK and Jeremiah next week.
Oh, okay. Apparently they've advertised that. I didn't know if they already canceled on me once. I didn't know if that was really happening, but this is the first live stream you caught, Spencer, for us, because this is our first live stream ever. We're kind of struggling through it here, but
If you can't tell.
we're fumbling and having a great time.
It's going
Yeah.
perfect from what I
Oh
can tell.
really?
Carl
Yeah.
expects perfection, Mike. We're gonna get off the air and he'll be like, "Yeah, that was terrible." I guarantee you.
He's gonna
Watch.
grade us, isn't he, Derek?
Oh, well, he's grading us right now. He's got a
we're,
pen
we're
pad
C
on the
minus
right
right
side.
now. C minus.
I thought a lot of your episodes were live stream because they're like an hour long.
You thought a lot of them were live stream? Boy, that
Yeah.
is so sweet of you to think that we're that good.
Yeah,
Well,
that
no,
was
I
funny.
saw it at Twilight.
Oh,
It's like
yeah,
an
sure.
hour long.
She's big on YouTube, so she knows this
Yeah.
stuff. Maybe
Biggest
it just
fan,
seems
number one.
Okay.
Subscribe.
good one, Spence. Yeah, maybe if we can get them booked in, maybe eventually we could do it. That'd be fun.
Let's keep this
I'd
rolling.
be-
Mike,
I'd be up
anything
for
else
that.
you got? Any other cliches?
All right, second cliche that I was wondering about that we should probably let die is why are you buying those expensive Cliff bars? Just bring a Snickers energy bar.
Oh, jeez. You clearly made this up. Ryle, let's ask the children here. Riles, is a Snickers bar, no commentary, is a Snickers bar an energy bar or is it a candy bar?
Candy.
Thank you,
Ooh.
Riles. Thank you. I think we sealed it right there.
Just call me Riley.
Riley Ann, sorry. Wow. Wow. My own daughter. Unbelievable.
Sorry, Dad.
I'm trying to keep it cool and you're ruining my
Just
my
on the
mojo.
show.
Oh, just keep going with the
Okay.
show. My
Just
bad.
no. I'm saying just with the show.
Just with the show.
Colin.
Okay. This
Just
is
for the
stuff you
show.
don't-
All right.
Yeah.
Mike,
This
I would
is
like to
live.
ban any more cliches from me. You're welcome to share from the comments, but I think
Mike,
we're
that was
done with,
magical.
good
Thank you.
cliches for
That was my last one. I
You're
knew
like
you were
a-
going to say that, so I only picked those
Yeah.
two.
You're
The
like a
rest of them were
unicorn.
okay.
You're like a unicorn with those. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, we built in some transition time here. Derek, do you need to cut out for a few? I got a quick gear review.
I'm good.
You want to stay? You want to
Yeah, I
go?
want to stay.
She wants to stay. All right. Let's just keep it rolling. It'll be easier.
Okay. All right. Okay. So before we get to our trivia, we've been trying to do a piece of gear each episode, and so this one I've got right here,
Mm.
Embasar Pocket Rocket Deluxe. I don't know.
Mm.
This has been out
That's
for a
what you
while.
picked
This is
it
not
for,
anything new, but it's new to me,
Oh,
and it might be
true.
new to some of you. And so I was comparing it with, of course, the Jetboil here. So
Mm.
yeah. All right. So somebody made a comment. It was actually JK on the last trip. This is one I brought on the Red River Gorge trip. Made the comment that it was like particularly quiet. So I'm going to ask you guys, like, is this similar loudness or whatever to the Jetboil? Okay. So here we go. I'm going to try not
We're
to
gonna
burn
do
my
this
mic.
right
Be
now.
careful.
I know.
He's in a wood cabin, as you can tell, guys.
I
So
know.
watch out. That's like pretty loud.
Okay. Yes, hear the sound of that, right?
Yeah. I was
Okay,
hoping
so
you put them
hear that-
side by. I was hoping you put them side by side. That would have been kind of cool.
I don't know if I could juggle that. Okay. So there's that.
Don't burn your microphone.
This is my,
Sounds like this one's really quiet. Oh, it's like
Stop.
night and day.
That's
Yeah, come on.
quiet.
Way quieter, right?
Yeah.
Way.
yeah.
Is it-
So Jetboil is a little bit on the quieter side for sure.
Is it as
right?
efficient though? Right. That's the real question.
Jetboil is more efficient.
There you
for
go.
Sure. And that's
Should we
what we've been
test
going
that
with.
out?
So we like the Jetboil. But here's the thing is that when I was using the Deluxe, the boil time was very similar. It wasn't that much different. And so if you kind of like a side-by-side comparison with the whole setup with the Jetboil, we're talking like, 3 ounces on the stove versus like, I think 12 for the Jetboil Flash or whatever. And if you're looking to upgrade from a heavier stove, one of those, Jetboil types or the Fire Maples or whatever, I think this might be your option, because this one has you can see it's got the wide burner. It's very efficient, and it is, what did I say, 2.9 ounces. It's a smidge heavier than like your Pocket Rocket 2. I think it's like 10 grams heavier for those that actually use grams. And it's very durable. This is the kind of one of those stoves that aren't going to break. And it comes with that push start igniter that the Pocket Rocket doesn't have as well. And because
that's nice. I do like that.
Got the heat distribution. So
yeah.
It's at $85, which is significantly more than the Pocket Rocket 2. So I don't think I'd upgrade over the Pocket Rocket, but if you're upgrading over the Jetboil, I would consider this stove right here. Are these pushing? I've been to check. I think those are pushing like 120 nowadays. So yeah, I'm gonna bring it on the next trip, Derek, and we'll see how you like it. But yeah, that's just kind of one thing to consider. They've been out for a while. My first time using it, so I just thought I'd give it a mention. I like it.
Sounds like you need an Osprey budget for something like that. Maybe a titanium trowel like you have. I don't know. Right?
Yeah, Mike, do you use one of those, or what do you use for your stove?
I've been thinking about getting one of those. I'm a Jetboil fan. If you factor in the weight of the stove and the titanium cup, it's just about the same as the Jetboil, though. And the Jetboil is just so easy.
Carl's saying nay.
Yeah.
Carl's saying nay. He's shaking his head like a 5-year-old nay.
Yeah, it's about half the weight of the Jetboil.
With that and the titanium cup, or
with the
pot.
cup,
with the cup.
Titanium.
Exactly.
I don't believe it. I'm gonna need to see the scale.
We were
that weighs 2 to 3 ounces, the titanium, plus the 2.9 for this, and then I think the Jetboil weighs at least 12. I want to say more. I want to say 12.
I think it boils down to the efficiency for me. Like I would
boils down. Nice.
Yeah, like that. That was for you.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's like I would rather have a lighter one if I could. But if the Jetboil is heavy, but like when you're done with the trail and you want to eat, like sometimes I feel like the other one just takes a while, right? I mean,
no. Yeah, some of the older ones that we had, like the Pocket Rocket 1 was the most recent one we're using.
Was right, exactly. Yeah,
these are faster. That's my point.
Right. So if it's faster, then I would say that seems like a great option. If it's as efficient as the other one. Yeah, Mike.
Well, it sounded quite a bit louder than the Jetboil. So do you think it uses more fuel? Is it more fuel efficient, or are you gonna run out of fuel on the trail? We're gonna have to do a comparison on that one.
Yeah, it's not as fuel efficient as a Jetboil for sure. But if you're talking like bringing one of the smaller canisters along, it's gonna last you like those, for two people, 3 to 5 day trip. I don't think you're gonna notice. If you're going on longer trips and you're going bigger groups, then I would definitely opt for the Jetboil for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Good question. All right, Mike. We're about to start trivia here, so we're gonna let you go, and then we'll come back to you one more time for comments right in the tidbits section. Okay.
Oh,
sounds good.
Okay.
Good
luck.
See
you in a bit.
Comments and questions. Keep them coming.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. You ready for trivia, my friend?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. I don't want to leave Riley out of trivia, but
I need your help.
Okay.
There's a
We
lot
need to
on the
pass
line
this.
here, Riley. Okay, this is misused words and phrases trivia. So
Wait. Before we start, aren't we tied right now? Losses?
Yeah, we're tied 6-6.
We're tied. So we need to pass this, and then next week we need to get him to fail. That's our goal.
Okay.
He might cheat like he usually does, but we're going to try to overcome. Here we go.
What?
Love false accusations.
One foot
All right,
in
here
front
we
of the
go.
other.
Number one. This is, again, misused words and phrases trivia. Number one, most of the time when people use the word blank, they are incorrect and really mean the opposite. You got 4 options.
Most of the time when people use the word
most
blank.
Most of the time when people use the word A, exactly, B, literally,
okay, C,
irregardless, or D, extraterrestrial, they are incorrect and really mean the opposite.
Okay.
What was the first one?
It's either literally or what was the second one? The third one?
So exactly, literally, irregardless, extraterrestrial.
Irregardless. I feel like it's either B or C. Because you say this a lot. You're like, Dad, literally, I did this. I saw this. And I'm like, I don't think you're using that the right way.
Well, it is literally. It's not like the opposite.
I don't think that you know what that word means sometimes.
It's not the opposite.
but I think they use it in the opposite sense. I think it's literally. We're going literally.
All right. Yeah, I made this one really easy for you. You actually got it right. It was actually B and C. Either one would have been fine.
Or irregardless is kind of ridiculous too. Yeah.
Well, irregardless really just means regardless. Irregardless means the opposite of regardless, which is not what you're trying to say. Literally, meaning figuratively, like, man, that person was like literally climbing up the wall, or she's literally 100 years old. Like it's not.
This is what I say to you all the time. Yeah, that's good. Told you.
No.
1 for 1. We're 1 for 1.
1 for 1.
All
All
right,
right.
here we go.
Number 2. Which of the following phrases is stated correctly?
Okay.
There's 4 phrases.
Oh, jeez.
These are commonly misstated phrases, but one is actually correctly stated.
Oh, okay,
right.
go ahead. Do them slow. Here we go.
A, nip it in the butt. B, I could care less. C, by and large. D, one and the same.
Oh, God. Okay, it's nip it in the bud, first of all. So that's incorrect. The second one was, what was the second
care
one?
Less.
It's usually I couldn't care less.
Okay.
By
and large.
By
I
and
never really,
large.
I forgot what that one means. I never really hear that one anymore.
No, I never
By and
heard.
large. And then the last one is
One and the same.
one and the same. They are one and the same. I'm going to say one and the same is the correct one.
All right. You got it right, man. You got it right.
I was gonna say by and large.
Letter C was by. It's supposed to be by and large. And then people always missay one and the same by saying one in the same is a common way that people mess it up. So, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, you're on it. Okay.
We're good. We're tuned
Fun.
in.
Correctly pronounce the word the word used to describe a weapon of mass destruction that starts with the letter N.
Pronounce
Wait, what?
Correctly
word.
pronounce it.
Correctly pronounce the word that's a weapon of mass destruction.
That starts with the letter N.
Okay.
Oh, is
I know.
what-
you know
the-
the word?
You don't even know the word,
what,
do you? This is
No, I know the word.
what do you think of nunchucks?
No, it's a weapon of. That's great.
What?
Nunchucks. A weapon of. That's funny, dude. A weapon of mass destruction.
I think you should go with nunchucks.
We're gonna go
What?
nunchucks.
It's a weapon.
But you know what? He's laughing at a child. That should be a shame.
No,
we're talking about.
I love it.
We're talking about weapons of mass destruction, so it kills like
Right.
thousands of people at one time.
Oh,
So I'm thinking like a nuclear
bomb.
Okay, that
Is
is
that
correct.
incorrect? That is correct.
Nuclear, not
What's-
nuclear, not nuclear.
Nuclear.
Nuclear?
Oh my gosh!
It's
All right, 3 for
Nuclear
3.
bomb.
Live
Nuclear.
3 for 3. We
Nuclear.
didn't go back and edit so that you didn't feel ashamed.
Riles,
It was
we're
actually
3 for
like
3.
3 for 3. Yeah.
Live stream. We don't mess around. Somerville's don't mess around on the live stream.
Yeah, okay. All right, I got 3
Yeah.
tidbits.
Nuclear.
And
Three
really,
tidbits.
2 of them are yours. We'll go with Tupperware Mike to close it out. So
Okay.
one of them, you had a story like after our last episode about you saw a trailer with some things.
Oh, well, we got to put the picture up. Okay, so I was following a it was like a maintenance truck with a huge trailer on the back, and I took pictures of that. I think I took a video. I didn't get the video of stuff flying out, but I saw multiple items flying out of this trailer. Gardening gear, gloves flew out of this trailer, and it was a big trailer, so it just made me
gardening gear like lawnmowers. What are you talking about here?
like gardening gear, like lawnmowers. Like these are like maintenance guys that go around and do landscaping and
lawnmowers flying out of the trailer.
I'm not saying the lawnmower flew out. I'm saying that's the type of gear that was in here. Stay with me, dude. I said gloves flew out, smaller pieces of gear flew out, and it just reminded me of a certain story about a sleeping pad, and things can fly out. That's all I'm saying.
So you're saying that really lightweight, fluffy things fly out, so that means a sleeping pad can fly out.
Yes, correct. That's
Okay.
correct.
Your 1 pound sleeping pad is the same as a 3 ounce glove.
It depends on the bump and how fast you're going, Carl. It's called physics. Look it up.
It's called physics.
Okay, you
Okay.
feel like a remote dirt road that's bumpy, we're going just as fast as a freeway.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying where was it placed? How crazy was he driving? I mean, the man told me he saw Sasquatches multiple times. So,
Okay.
you know,
Well, we found him. Remember?
we found him. That's true. So we don't have to worry about
That's
it.
right.
Go
Thank
over
you,
there.
Riley.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And then yesterday, I think it was last night, you texted me a picture. You were at Costco doing some training, maybe some shopping too, and you saw a picture of it was like a Bluetooth speaker, and you noted how they advertised it. What was that about?
Oh, I sent this to you yesterday. Yeah. So the Bluetooth speaker was attached to, we were just talking about this last show, Rouse. It was attached to the backpack of some hikers. And that's the main advertisement picture now. So they're promoting
using it in that fashion.
Yeah, they're like, bring us out on the trail and blare the music. So I just thought it was kind of funny and ironic that we were just talking about that. But I don't know. Side note, though, we got Jason Balzer who said, I'm pretty sure Bruce Lee proved nunchucks to be a weapon of mass destruction. Go Riley. So I think you're right.
Yay!
You're good. Way to go, Rouse.
Thank you.
Carl's wrong on that one.
Thank you.
Well done, Jason. Well done.
Jason, yeah,
Touche,
thank you.
Jason.
Made her day.
All right. Any other tidbits? Tupperware Mike. I saw we got some new folks hopping in. Appreciate everybody joining in. I see Ben.
We just talked about the nunchuck comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd a hiker.
Yep, that's right. Zach just jumped on to close us out, and then Benjamin, he's talking about the Dollar General. He's saying that they have 6 polyester socks for $6.50. Derek was not far off on the cheap socks.
Thank you. Thank you, Benjamin. Thank you.
Cheap sock. Cheap sock.
That
yes,
I would like to give that the worst comment of the night award right there.
Wow.
That's not what Derek said. Derek was talking about cotton socks. I was the one that brought up polyester socks.
All right.
Go back
I made you
the $1 episode.
I made you wear.
I'm trying to take credit for it.
I made you
eating his ego, Ben. I'm
look,
not like
Ben. Let's all take a breath. Carl gets really angry about this stuff when he's wrong. So first of all, I made him wear cotton socks, and he did, and his Hobbit feet did not get any blisters on him. So
it doesn't relate to what he's saying.
Irrelevant. It's a great comment.
His Hobbit.
Worst comment of the episode.
If we can just keep pushing Carl's buttons, everybody, let's keep doing it in the chat. That was magical.
Ida Hiker, she's saying, or they're saying Costco is the grocery store is a training place. Derek,
100%
is training.
Wearing
your backpack in Costco is training.
Well, I don't know about that, but I do go get my steps in Costco.
How is it a training place?
Step trainer. That's not the same thing. That's not.
Well, you see, here's what we're talking about, Rouse. Carl likes to go to the grocery store and wear like a weighted backpack, like he's going hiking, but he wears it in the grocery store. So,
and
your dad likes to go to Costco and return things while he's training, so it all works out.
Okay.
I think you guys are fair.
Sometimes it doesn't work out. You got to return it. You know?
All right. I would like to point out Zach's comment that this is the next step for Costco will be to market horses with Bluetooth speakers. We had horses with Bluetooth speakers literally walk through our campsite at River Gorge.
Oh, I saw that.
We have a video out on that one, so
that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's a good comment.
Zach. I could just feel your annoyance with that.
Yeah,
you can see his face too. I zoomed in on it. I knew it was going to be horrible.
Great footage on that. Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Mike? Before we close this out.
That's it. Everybody's been real good in the comment section. It was all PG. So I love that. I appreciate that. And
yeah,
it was a good comment.
Thank you so much for everybody showing up for this clunky episode live stream, our first ever. We tried our best, and we appreciate all the comments and everybody showing up. Like seriously, it's an honor for us to, to kind of be in the same community as you. We have everybody we've ever met that's been part of the show has been just the best people. So thank you so much. And
that was a lot
Derek,
of fun.
Riley, that's all I got.
That was good. Finally, he's done, folks. He's done.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, they said, look at here. They said, great job, Riley. You were the perfect add-on. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. That was like, thanks, Mike. We will see you guys next time for the next episode. Hopefully, we'll do this again. We'll have it a little more smoother, but hope you enjoyed our first. You have to have the first one. It's always going to be a little clunky. That's what makes it memorable, right? And I'm glad you could join us, Betty. That was fun. Anything else? Check out the social media handles, everybody. And remember, guys, if you want to annoy somebody, just push Carl's buttons, wear the cotton socks, and remember, nunchucks are a weapon of mass destruction.
Subscribe.
We will see. Oh, go ahead.
Subscribe and hit the like button.
Subscribe and hit the like button. Just do it.
And the bell icon.
Nice.
Bye.
Bye.